Hello everyone, my name is Mustafa Mohammed Butchain, and in today's tutorial we're actually continuing from where we left off. So in the previous video we looked at how we can successfully make a post request and a get request in Django. Actually, let me quickly make some correction here. So if the request method is equal to get. Okay, so let's save this. Good. So now what we are saying is if the request that we are getting is a post request, we want to send this JSON data, right? Which is success is what? Post request. This is a post request. And if it's a get request, we want to say success is what? This is a get request. Good. So now we'll try and then get the data that is sent through a post request. And as a developer, you must have some empathy towards other developers that might be consuming your API. Okay, so we know that post data can be sent either as a JSON or as a form data. So if you are creating an API, you have to ensure that you take into account other developers that might be consuming your API and will be sending data to your server end or to your API in the form of a post data. Okay, so we are going to scrape this off, and then we'll say if we'll check from the request headers, right? So if the request headers, okay, and then the content type, if the content type is equal to application slash JSON, they will handle the request in a different way. So handle, for instance, JSON data, right? Else will handle post data, right? So this is what we are doing. So first we are checking if the content type, okay, of the request that we are getting, if it is application slash JSON, it means the data that is being sent to this post request is actually a JSON. So what we have to do is also import from Python one of the modules, which is import. So import JSON. Okay, so if it's an application slash JSON, that's the content type, we do, for instance, the body is called to what, for instance, json.load request body. Okay, so this is what we'll actually do. And what we can actually also do is we can actually send this data back to the sender, right? So we can do return JSON response and then the body. We can return that. And then inside our post, if the person sent using, for instance, a post data, right? This is how we can get the information. So for instance, let's say we are sending from our request, maybe we want to send the full name and then the email. So one way of going about it is over here. We can do, for instance, request. So we can say full name is equal to request.post, and then we'll do full name. Then we can do email is equal to request.post email. And we can actually do same thing over here. So here we can actually get the individual data, right? So we can say full name is equal to body and then the full name, and then the email is equal to body and then the email, right? So for instance, instead of sending this, we can actually do full name. So full name goes to full name, and then the email also goes to email, and then down over here we can actually return same thing, so full name, and then the email also goes to email. So if we save this and then we go back here and then we send, if we send a get request, we get what this is a get request, right? But if we send a post request, we actually get the post data back as the response. So if we send this, see, we get what? This. Now if we go to the form and then we send this, we get that. So realize that in both instances here I didn't include the at. Okay, I just did MUSCOFF 2008 no at followed by gmail.com. But in the form data I did what? I included the at. So if we send this, we get that. If we send in the JSON, we get without the at. So this means we're actually getting our what? Our post data. So this is how you can actually get the data from your post if it is sent in a form of a JSON, or if it's sent through the form data. Okay, so this is how you go about it. So in the next tutorial we're actually going to look at how we can save this particular information inside our database. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.